Sunday's election debate is shaping up as a battle of who can promise less. Tony Abbott tried to kill work choices. Now he's reaching for the knife with a pledge to slash another $1.2 billion from the budget. The Prime Minister, Julia Gillard, was in Western Sydney today, where she limited her own campaign spending to a minimum. Political reporter Nick Harmson.
Very well.
Tony Abbott enjoyed the fruits of labour.
I'm tempted to have another one, mate.
Oh, no worries. Oh, well, but you have to pay this pay.
Yeah.
While accusing Labor of feeding off others.
Businesses and families have had to tighten their belts over the last couple of years, and government needs to live within its means as well.
In a chaste campaign...
What a nice bunch you've got there, mate, eh?
Budget funds are a gift that shouldn't be given away lightly.
Wayne Swan is to surpluses what Paris Hilton is to celibacy. They remember it once existed, but they'll never see it again.
To prove his credentials, the opposition leader unveiled $1.2 billion in spending cuts, slashing infrastructure spending promised from the mining tax, dropping Kevin Rudd's push for a seat on the UN Security Council, and plans for a carbon institute. Some green measures would also face the chop, as would community cabinet meetings.
We believe that these are reductions to bureaucracy, not reductions in services.
I believe in budget surpluses. What I don't believe in doing is cutting services that Australians need.
Interest rates are once again the target.
If we get government borrowings down, we'll get the pressure off interest rates.
A mid-campaign rate rise didn't help John Howard, and some economists are tipping another will hamper Julia Gillard. The one man who might know, in typical style, is giving nothing away.
The board will meet, consider all the issues for the economy and do its job. What else would people expect?
But a rate rise would help feed into the Liberal campaign.
More labour, more waste, more debt, more taxes.
The Prime Minister kept a low spending profile in Sydney's West, promising $3 million for training, as the unions trained their sights on an issue that continues to fester for the opposition leader.
He'll unfairly dismiss you and lie when he tells you they'll bring back work choices, the Abbott family.
In Melbourne, the Prime Minister was the star attraction at the farewell dinner for former ACTU President Sharon Burrow. Julia Gillard's moving forward mantra was coupled with some looking back.
And so in this election campaign, we've got to recommit to the fight of 2007, the fight against work choices.
Labor is doing its best to ensure the argument remains on its own terms. The party machine has mustered its powers of incumbency to deny the Liberals' request for 3 debates. Instead, both leaders will face off in a single fight night.
The Prime Minister doesn't seem to like debates now that she's the Prime Minister.
I've debated Mr Abbott a lot. Arrangements are being made for a debate on Sunday night.
It will be screened at 6:30, an hour earlier than usual, to avoid being cooked by the MasterChef ratings juggernaut.
You're into dessert? Okay. What did you think? Pasta. Okay. I'm pretty good at toast.
The Prime Minister has less of an appetite for this stunt.
Like the cut of mosquitoes, Tony?
Served up by a Labor staffer.
It would be better if people attended campaign events fully clothed.
Look, I just thought he could work on his six-pack, frankly.
And in this campaign, it's the fiscal, not the physical, that counts. Nick Harmson, Lateline.